Hi Collective, it's Starlight and Tarot here, coming to you with another collective energy. Wow, okay, so I just felt like I needed to pull on this, and it's funny, I was just starting to pull from this Elemental Oracle deck, which this one is number 36, or reduce it, it's number 9. This is electricity. It says wildness. Wow, so fully, this is what I was kind of feeling when I decided to pull this, because I felt like something needed, a message needed to come across. So I'm pulling overall energy. All tarot cards and decks that I use will be linked below. If you're interested in a personal reading, please go ahead and send me a message. My email is also below, and I'll be doing extended videos on Vimeo if you're interested. And if not, that's okay. Please hit like and subscribe so you're updated when I put a message out. So let's get one more overall energy from this Elemental Oracle for the collective. Holy Spirit, guide me. I'm protected. God fights my battles. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Okay, the next card that came out is number 40. This is atoms. It says building atoms. These are really strong cards. A lot of this says to me, both of these cards actually say to me, manifestation. Okay, so I have a little story, and I normally don't do this, but I'm so doing this right now. No, pardon me. So collective, this number 40, which reduces down to 4. Number 40, this card right here, I had a vision and a dream for a very, very long time. I mean, talking like 15, 20 years now, where you see these orbs here, all of these little orbs and the orbs in here. Well, I had this like vision of being like all these like little orbs on the outside of the earth. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, I know, but please like comment or send me a message if you have similar experiences, but where these points of light, these orbs, which I'm calling points of light, but these orbs were positioned all around the earth, and then there were lines that like all of a sudden, like a matrix, like a grid went up and like started going from one line to the other, one orb to the other. And it was almost like this, all these different things or people or energy, these sources of energy in all different points of the earth were finally coming to their point of reference, which is like it's sort of like hovering above the earth and then connecting. Okay, so this card reminds me of that, and that's probably really crazy. I mean, I literally have had that as an ongoing message for so many years. So, but between that, the electricity card, and this card, which 3 and 6 is 9. So that's 9 energy, and this is 4, 4, and 0 is 4 when it's reduced. So you've got wildness and building atoms. So electricity and atoms, which is so very cool. And so what I'm seeing here is, what I feel is this sort of orb, this thing that maybe you have been, let me adjust this so you can see it, this energy that you've kept within yourself for such a long time and sort of harvested or built up, is finally coming to a place where it's getting to be released. And when it's released, even though right now you seem very like alone and like all of this is just within you, you're very strong, but you're manifesting this. And once you manifest this, it's like almost like a wormhole almost, not necessarily into time, but into time and space where time doesn't exist, and you kind of like all of a sudden you see all these other orbs, which are also points of energy that have been, you know, building up kind of like you have, and they're all there, and you're kind of all of a sudden opened up into this vast universe of things, which is just super cool. So Electricity, I will read you part of that. It says, embrace your wildness. So yeah, just fully. Break free of your self-imposed constraints. Take immediate action. There's no need for further consideration of your problem. You contain the spark of the divine, so there's no reason to feel lesser. Confront the issue head on. So yeah, I know I got kind of esoteric on you guys a little bit, but sort of like any issues that you have, it's time. Like you have been prepared, you're ready. You're ready to tackle whatever's in front of you. And it's kind of cool because this card here, the Adam's card, it almost looks like, you know, he is, and I'm probably speaking to my collective here, but this is somebody who is fully, it's almost like a navigator or a pilot, a captain. So captain, my captain, somebody who is like, it's strange too, because if you notice in here, what I'm seeing here is this lantern. It's almost like, I feel like some of you guys, even though you're ready and you have all of this power and all of these things and you have all the answers, the fact that it's this energy is holding a lantern in spite of all of the luminous like surroundings and other orbs and whatnot, kind of says to me that you're not trusting your higher self or God or the divine, but there's a need to. So atoms is building. Everything is connected by the same building blocks of matter. You're electric and vibrating in motion. Being stagnant in your beliefs and growth is unnatural. Building and changing is natural. There's room for infinite variety. Excuse me. Okay, that just kind of made me tear up a little bit. So, okay, what I'm feeling here intuitively is that many of you guys are very unique people. Not that we aren't all unique, but much less like the people around you. Maybe your family, maybe you don't relate well with your family of origin, or, you know, the friends and the schools and the things that you've gone through and go to. Gone through and go to, some of you. However, your uniqueness, your electric, your fingerprint of the soul, if you will, is so needed. And you don't need to be afraid, okay? You don't need to be afraid. You have everything it takes to realize that you can manifest. You have all of these building blocks, all of this energy. And you don't need to worry. Some of you guys, if you're concerned about other people being, like, I feel like some of you who are starting a business, or if you've started something online, or if you're worried about, I don't know, concerned that you shouldn't start, you know, doing TikTok or YouTube, or it's too late for you to jump on board for Instagram or whatever. This message is to tell you that you are not too late and that there is room for you, because every single person is different. Every one of you is different, and each one of your signatures, your soul signature, is needed for the journey, for all of us, not just for your life, although your life obviously will be most influenced, I'm sure. Not necessarily, but maybe, who knows? But it's really saying to remember that you absolutely have what it takes to manifest, to build, to see beyond, and to create. So don't doubt yourself. Sorry, you guys, it's like, it's very early in the morning. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling from the Mystic Mondays. Okay, you've got the 8 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are focused on work. Just focused and very determined. Some of you guys are not really, I really see a lot of you guys on a spiritual journey right now, focused on work and your journey. Maybe what this says to me is maybe some of you guys have been considering opening an online, a YouTube channel, maybe doing readings yourselves, or an online store, or something that has to do with the sort of esoteric or sort of the healing arts. I feel more healing arts, or art, just art in general, because this, in this image, this is actually one of the most colorful images here. Actually, I think this is really cool. In this image, there's so many colors, rainbows and everything. So I'm going to pull one more card from there. Overall messages and energy. Okay, we've got the Emperor. Super cool. So either some of you guys are embodying this energy of the Emperor, which is sort of all of the kings and all of the things. I'm feeling a couple things on that energy. So focus on work, this Emperor energy. So that's either you, collective, or that's somebody else coming into your life or in your life around you. What's really interesting to me about this Emperor card is those paws, or that, it's supposed to be like a shawl, but it almost seems like paws. So I guess maybe in like a traditional sense, that would be like, oh, that's the Emperor's, bounty for like hunting or something. I don't know. I'm not a hunter personally, not of animals and things. So hunter of clothes only, mainly. But here, it almost seems like something that's holding it back. It's almost like this Emperor is restrained. So I actually do feel like this is your energy, because this wildness inside of you, I kind of see this as like bookending each other. And the wildness here that's needing to be released in order for your inner and outer world to kind of match, including in whatever you're doing as far as your work is concerned, needs to be unleashed, if you will. You have all of the things lined up, like you're all the Emperor, or you're all the kings. You're the King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands. Okay, and the first, King of Swords. So you have all of those. That's what the Emperor embodies. So it's really saying that, yes, on the surface, this is what I feel. Intuitively, I feel like on the surface, you are all about the work and you are the Emperor. And that doesn't matter. I mean, you can be a female or a male, doesn't matter. And I'll explain later, but the energy is very much like, you're in your power fully in all the areas of your life. On the outside, but on the, and that's true. That's not true. I mean, it's not a lie. It's the truth. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I was pulling cards here. But on the inside, so what I feel here is on the inside, you have this electricity, this art, this need to express yourself and to build something new. I'm really feeling this new energy. And it's interesting because the card that I just pulled was the Fool. So I feel like a lot of you guys have reached sort of the epitome or the central theme of your life, if you will, and you need to think about what it is that you need. I mean, it's like you're ready. You finished one level, like one chapter is done in your life, and it's time to start something new. So it's a really beautiful energy. I'm gonna pull another card here for my collective. Okay, Queen of Swords, rather. I got the Queen of Swords. Overall advice for the collective. So overall advice for the people that I'm just saying that this resonate with. Hopefully this resonates with you guys. I really just felt the need to. Okay, one more card for my collective. Okay, they gave me two. So I've got the Hangman. That's interesting. And the Tower. All right, guys. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. So a lot of you guys, I know you do know something about tarot. I know that you are probably people who listen to tarot or have an active interest in it and probably know something about it. So you go from the Fool. This Queen of Swords, somebody who is, and this is either you or your person, but somebody who is cutting things out, somebody who speaks the truth, who knows their worth, who is not going to mince on words and not going to negotiate. This is like post-narcissistic energy. This is after you've been through it and you've either recovered from psychopathic or narcissistic abuse. you are the Queen of Swords. Like, you are like, see this hand, you're like, stop, no, wait a minute, no. Like, you're not going to do that to me. And I feel like a lot of you guys are there. So a lot of you guys have moved past that, that energy. And maybe that's why on the inside, you're kind of, I feel like a lot of you guys are holding back, or you are protecting what's inside by showing this like you're just fully immersed in your work, and you have the Emperor energy. So you know, you take care of yourself, you have all your needs met, most. I wouldn't say most, not all, but most. But you do show most on the surface. I kind of feel like after like trauma bonds and maybe narcissistic abuse and toxicity in your relationships, I feel like a lot of you guys would be in this energy where you've moved past it, but you've got all this like stuff inside that needs to come out. So you've got that Queen of Swords. So you're kind of like, before people even start, you're like, stop. No, you can't start. You're gonna stop. The cards are actually saying the Hanged Woman, which is very interesting to me. The Hanged Woman, which is the number 12, and then followed by the Tower. Okay, Spirit. Wow. Okay, so that's a strong message. So let's look at the Hanged Woman. And I was going to interpret, but I'm going to go ahead and read the actual book for this, just because, yeah, that's kind of spooky. I'm not gonna lie. So, number 12, the Hanged Woman, represented by the planet of Neptune. Sacrifice, patience, and suspension. Suspended in time when all is up in the air, this is a stage where you feel stuck between the momentum of the future and the speculation of the past. Delays and indecision are to be expected, and it is in your best interest to prolong any decision making. Think outside of yourself and try your best to see the big picture. This inconspicuous small moment could bring big impact. Wow, okay. Again, that's number 12, and then you have the Tower, which is number 16. This Tower says, which is actually right after the Devil card, which is interesting, but number 16. By the way, that's a lot of major arcana right there for the few cards that I pulled. The Tower, destruction, abrupt change, and lightning. Flash, fast as a bolt of lightning, your world has instantaneously shifted before your eyes. The Tower is a card of sudden change, one that shakes the foundations of what you have built. It can be subconscious, like beliefs that have been established by your parents, or it can be literal, like a fire that's burned down a house. Regardless, the turn of events that has split you wide open, cutting to the core of your being. This card is a rude awakening for you to transform your attitudes about previous beliefs. Salvage what you can from the wreckage and make a game plan to move forward. This is also a card of rebuilding after loss. Build yourself from the ground up. How will you handle this chaotic time, with grace and ease or raw emotion? Okay, so don't be scared. Most people are scared of, like, the Devil comes out and they freak out. The Tower comes out and they freak out. So what I feel like this is saying to you, really, because of the atoms, which was the overall like energy for you, which is like building blocks and knowing that you have what it takes to rebuild. I feel like a lot of you guys have been like, you know, you're in this energy. You've already passed the tests. You've already gone through all the stuffs. Like, you're the Emperor on the surface. That's what you are. But this is the position you are in your life right now. This is like, you're starting over. Okay. Many of you guys have gone through so much, and maybe some of you have lost everything, and had to start over, literally, emotionally, and figured, like, in all the ways you started over. And some of you just in like, maybe just on an emotional level, where you are starting over with, and this can actually be, you could start over in a new relationship. You can start over with the same person, but, you know, maybe you're rebuilding trust, and that's where the building blocks comes in. But for whatever reason, like, you've been like suspended. Like, I feel like you're prolonging starting over. So maybe some of you guys are holding on to whatever happened in the past, and the Tower is happening and or has already happened, and you're already in that position of okay, things got knocked down. It's time to start over. Time to be, you know, start over in the deck, which is become the Fool. But I feel like, and this is where the intuitive part comes in, I really feel like a lot of you guys have been suspended and not moving forward. That you, even though the Tower moment already happened, that you are resisting. Like on the surface, it all seems fine, it all seems okay, but you're resisting for some reason. So, interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit here. There you go. Okay, so you're needing to start over. What did I get from here? You need to start over. For whatever reason you're resisting, and Spirit is like, no, okay. You fully need to be aware that the Fool card and the Tower card are so important in this reading, which, hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna pull. Now, I want to learn a little bit more. Oh, wow. I was going to pull from a different deck, which I started to, and that's the Muse Tarot by Chrisanne. Again, all of the decks are below in the authors and all that good stuff. So I was trying to get more of a vibe on what this feeling was and the energy around it, and you got the Fool in reverse. So definitely resisting change. Definitely resisting starting over. And it's not because you haven't accepted the fact that whatever you went through is over, but it's just almost like an energy of, see, this is free. This is somebody in this card. This is somebody who's free and like, oh, here's the sun. Here we are. And here, it's almost this like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's almost like a inverse opposite energy. Like you're upside down. You're like, I think you can still get there. I think you can still walk towards this, like this energy, but for whatever reason, you're not. It's almost like maybe some of you are self-destructing, perhaps. I don't want to say that, but it's kind of what I feel. Some of you guys are self-destructing. Some of you are just really focused, like solid in your work and just not wanting to let anything or anybody else in, because a lot of you guys, I feel like you're hurt. Let's get some more energy. This is where the clutch is at. What's going on? What happened? What happened, Spirit? Holy Spirit, angels. Message. Ooh, okay. So, the Knight of Emotions, which is the Knight of Cups. Wow, okay, so I feel like some of you guys may have had somebody come in and maybe try, like after you went through all the toxicity, maybe somebody came in and tried to offer you some sort of like affection or love, but what I'm feeling off of this is that they were incredibly immature, maybe younger than you, didn't know what it was that they were doing, but they're like all gallant. Let's get some more energy. Some more cards on this Knight of Cups. Okay. Right. Wow. Yeah, okay. So that jumped out. The Wounded Warrior. So I really feel like this is you. The Nine of Inspiration is the Nine of Wands. You've got emotions here, so that's, you know, water energy. So we've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You've also got earth energy here with Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. You've got air energy, so you've got Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So, and I usually pull, like, for whatever reason, when I'm reading collective messages, definitely something will come out that's more specific, but I feel like a lot of you guys, okay, are in this energy right here. So yeah, like this overall thing is just saying you are the Wounded Warrior. You are, but you are like, you are dynamic. You're free. you are on fire, and the card that follows that is this Two of Inspiration. So the inspiration in this deck, again, this is fire, this is wand energy, so some of you guys might be Leos, Aries, Sagittarius, and I really do feel like your focus is forward. It's almost like her face, if you look at her face, it's a very, I don't want to get reflection in that. It's very focused is what I'm looking at. And if you look, there's this like winding road behind her. She has no qualm, like she's not looking back at all. She's not worried about what's in front of her. Like her experience, which I kind of see as these petals, or actually it's a dress, but it looks like petals to me, is going in front of her. And this is where I really see you guys are coming out of this space, and maybe after you went through this toxicity, somebody came in your life. I feel like somebody came in and offered you this like temporary emotions, and maybe some of you guys took it, maybe you didn't, but they offered like cups, and maybe they sold you the dream, but didn't follow through, you know? And so you are in this position of like wounded warrior and coming out of that and looking towards the future. So Two of Inspiration, Two of Wands. This is somebody, and by the way, what I love about this deck, again, I will say, is that it's made to be a muse. It's made to inspire that creativity within us. And I really think that you guys are now looking towards the future. See this horror, maybe there's a horror involved somewhere. Gosh. Excuse me for that. That's horrible. Maybe that's what this like temporary situation, maybe they were just a whore bag. That would be horrible, and no pun intended, although that was funny. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. I'm trying to stay focused. And I am focused. It's just sometimes I think about my words more than I feel them, and that's not a good place to be for me. So here, I feel like a lot of you guys are looking towards the future, seeing what you've savaged from the toxicity. And I think a lot of you guys came out on the upside of this, of whatever toxicity happened. Certainly came intact with all of your energy, inside anyway. On the outside, I feel like some of you guys are just still being held back. But you're looking towards the future. And what is there is the Nine of Emotions. So the Nine of Cups. So that's in the future position. Cups energy. Again, that is somebody who's water. Could be dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Feel Pisces here just because of, I know that those are not fish, but they kind of remind me of fish when I first look at them, like Dory or something from Finding Nemo. Oh no, crazy man, crazy. Let's see. Okay, on the bottom of the deck you have a Page of Voices, so Page of Swords. This really reminds me of this energy here, this sort of Eight of Pentacles energy. It's in this deck. It really reminds me of sort of the Page of Swords energy here. So it's almost like, I feel like inside you guys, like maybe in the past you guys had all these hobbies. It made you feel free and you guys were like your best self. And like maybe you're looking into that and kind of like remembering all of that right now. But on the surface, you're all business. So it's like business in the front, party in the back. Like you guys are a human mullet. Like that's a thing. Like it sounds funny, but it's kind of true. It's what I feel. But the Nine of Emotions, that sort of nine is, you know, like this is a wish fulfillment. This is a reward. This is satisfaction. It's a gift from the universe. So I really feel like if any of you guys have doubted, like if you did the right thing by ending the toxicity that you did, and like even though you had that crazy momentary little flash of like emotional like offer to you, the universe is saying like you are going in the right way. So this is like the future, like, or some of you guys could be living that now, which if so, congratulations, living your best life. But Page of Swords, I really feel like a lot of you guys may be like stopping yourself from doing and being in this full energy because you're remembering the past. Like maybe some of you guys had some situation where you, okay. See, I shouldn't pull while I'm talking. I really need to learn my lesson. Justice comes back up. This card has been coming up in a lot of my readings lately. So a lot of you guys are speaking truth and you're finding out truth. I really feel like in this energy, I feel like even though you're looking at the past, I think some of you guys, while looking in the past, you're finding things out that you didn't know before. You're finding out some secrets and or things that maybe you had questions about, and you're seeing the truth. Like you're really seeing it. And if you had any worry about that, there will be justice. Excuse me, water parched. There'll be justice, okay? You guys are gonna get justice. Please. Yeah. You've got the Sun card. Fire energy, but also clarity. So I really feel like whatever you guys are seeing or seeking, apart from what you're feeling in your mind and in your heart here about who you were, it's really like you're gonna, after getting this justice, after things, the karma being balanced, and or some of you guys could be going to court. I was getting strong court energy for a while there. Okay, and I know that, okay, so I mean, after that, after the court situation, I feel like you're gonna be enlightened. If you see this, there's this like person doing yoga or something with this like sun above its head, almost like a chakra, like whatever, like I don't speak, you know, fifth dimensional on the third dimension for the fifth dimensional spiritees, if you will, but on this dimension. So please excuse me. You just kind of getting this like illumination here. You have the illumination, but you're solo. So here, it's almost like you're stuck with your past. You're stuck with, but your past, not your past with other people, but who you were. I think this is like a need for mourning who you were. I know this is all over the place, so if you guys resonate with this, please just don't mind me. But after this justice, after the karma imbalances, after whatever court goes to session, after things are equaled out, I really feel like clarity will be brought to you and you will be in this energy, this like peaceful state. And I feel some of you may be very stoic. You'll be like surrounded by this like golden light. Let me see. Is there, what's coming for you guys in the future of after the golden light, after the sunny golden light? Okay, you've got the Five of Wands in reverse. I'm now pulling from the Light Seers Tarot. I really feel after the sun comes out, we need to pull from this Light Seers Tarot. So that's why I just felt led to. The Five of Wands in reverse. So that is somebody who is coming out of confusion. So that makes total sense. It's also fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Feeling fire and water energy here, just because of the opening cards. Okay. Wow, okay. Followed by the Three of Cups. I feel like this is like this peaceful time where maybe you will be rebonding with family, friends that you maybe have disconnected from. And this is Judgment again. So this card though, to me, what's coming for you, my collective, is that I feel like once you come out of this confusion energy here, you're gonna reconnect with the people that you most love and the people that maybe you let go in your life, and you are going to set yourself free. This Judgment card speaks to me more of a freedom, energy, freedom that you allow yourself. I think a lot of you guys, what I feel from this is a lot of you have judged yourself and you're very critical. I feel like a lot of you guys are perfectionists, and maybe you're still judging yourself because of the things that happened in your relationships in life. But this is a need, and this is a guarantee the universe is saying of your freedom. So we start the reading out with you sort of with all of this energy inside. Like this is all this this ability and all these things that you're ready. It's time. Like you are ready. Like don't let anything sway you from that. You're ready. But you've gone through all of these emotions and all of these situations. Maybe that person that came in and was, you know, offering you some kind of like love or false situation, but you know, not trying to be hurtful or anything, just, you know, maybe they're just immature and just didn't know what they were doing. To this, setting all of this free. That's beautiful. This is you fully accepting that you are the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, you are all of those things, and this is you being free. This is you allowing all that internal potential to come out. This is, to me, this says this is an end of judgment. This is you coming back to yourself. So back here, you had this, like, you're just like focused on work, which, you know, you see here, this eight and the Emperor, just like, but you're holding yourself back. Like a lot of you, I see just like, rah, holding yourself back. Like, I'm not gonna go, rah. I'm a focused person. I don't have this past person inside of me. I don't have all these wishes and desires. Well, the universe is saying that like you do, and that is what you have. Your wishes and desires are there. They're going to come true. You know, you don't need to worry. Like you need to let yourself be free. Let that inner person, not child necessarily, but that too, but who you are inside, the authentic you. It's time to let that person out. Let that person free. You know, that is what is going to give you that Nine of Cups, that emotional fulfillment, that all of those things. Let's pull a final card for you. Please. Yeah, you've got the Two of Cups. Woo! Look at you. Followed by the Hermit. Top of the deck, you've got another Queen of Pentacles. So you've got two queens. So you're almost the Emperor and the Empress in yourself. But, you know, once you let your authentic truth come out, you're going to find love. Like you're going to find joy. And this can be love of your career, but I feel like this is a person. You are genuinely, once you are doing the things that you love, you are being yourself. So stop being anything but you, because you is what the world needs. You is what is required for the universe to give you this Two of Cups, this like happily ever, this like love of your life, like so much more than any person that you've had before. So much so that you're going to go back and you're going to be looking, you're going to be this hermit, and you're going to look back and you're going to be by yourself, maybe thinking, you know, just by, you know, just in your own heart, or, you know, maybe out and looking at the water or something, but you're going to be fully just internally going within, and you're going to be able to look out at the entire, this really says to me, somebody who looks out and who can look at the past and then see the beauty and the synchronicity and sort of the balance and why and how everything is connected. You're also going to be the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is financially, and this is somebody who's just secure. This person is confident. They have their eyes closed. And they're not like clutching their purse. It's not like the Four of Pentacles where they're like forcing, like they're just like holding on to whatever. They're just kind of like loosely holding on to that, because even with their eyes closed, they still know it's all good. There's no worry. There's no doubt in this card at all. I think some of you guys lost some of your financial stability in that toxic relationship. And I could go into all the explanation as to why, but I feel Like, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but it's going to come back. Like, the key here, the true key here, is that you need to let your genuine self, like who you really are, come back out. Like, you need to blend that internal aspect of you, that fiery, that electric part of you. And it doesn't have to be fire, it could be water. I'm feeling that, I mean, there's all the signs represented here. So you've got Pentacles, which is very earthy energy. That's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And because of the little, I feel Capricorn here, so either you or your person, energies can go either way. I really feel like maybe Capricorn energy here. But Capricorns are very studious. These are people who don't give up. So that would explain, that would very much represent you, considering you're the Emperor and you're the Queen of Swords and all the other things. And so my message is to let yourself free. Set yourself free, rather. Okay, collective? You're beautiful. You know what you're doing. I know a lot of you don't want to actually have to start over. A lot of you are resisting that change. A lot of you guys are scared to let yourself be free because in your freedom before, you feel like you made wrong choices. I'm here to say that the universe is telling you that even though you may make some mistakes and you may make poor choices going forward, you're not going to make the same ones that you made before. And if anybody comes into your life that is representative of some of those errors or mistakes, you're going to know what to do, and it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be so painful. It's not even going to be painful. You might be a little disappointed, but you're not going to lose everything again. Like this sort of Queen of Pentacles shows that. And you're definitely going to have love and money. So what else can you want from a reading, right? So set yourself free. Collective, set yourself free. It's time. Fully, it's time.